congratulations to us.
Yeah. Do you have any hard-hitting topics you need to cover today? Any thoughts?
I do have a thought that uh wow, what a little vacay does and anything that's over 50 degrees.
I know. Don't you kind of not want to die when the birds are chirping in the morning?
Yeah, it's really weird.
Also, your audio sounds so
But I
good.
was like,
I can't wait to hear it this week.
yeah! Oh my gosh, me too. I'm so excited. You can see me clearly
Yep.
and it's not on my phone that's dying and I have a mic that didn't come from Five Below.
No, it's so good. But yeah, no, I woke up this morning. I feel like when I wake up to the birds and I can hear them actively being like birds, I'm just like, it's going to be a good day.
Birds. Yeah. I went outside for lunch today.
That's so
I
nice.
haven't been able to do that in so
I know.
long. Because when I go into the office, I love to go out. I like to really like take my time. If anyone wants to hear my advice, take your lunch break, go
Absolutely.
somewhere else, turn off everything. Uh it's you're not getting paid to be there.
Nope.
So go outside.
Unless you're hourly and then,
So,
do what
I
you need to do. But
yeah, but don't people get lunch breaks?
they
I
should.
did.
Yeah, I think they have to.
Yeah. So like if you're not getting paid, don't work.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Go outside. Go outside if you can. And I did today. And wow, am I a new person? Between a little mini tiny getaway and the sun being out, I'm a different person. And
No, I love it.
thank you to everyone who put up with me before that, because I feel like a human today.
I feel a little unsettled. I keep fidgeting. I don't know what's wrong. It's fine.
Yeah, what's going on?
I don't
Okay,
know.
everything is fine.
Okay. So,
Did
um,
you have hard hitting things?
that's what I was trying to think. I had one this morning. Oh, I remember. Um, have you ever noticed, and this is such a stupid one, but I was putting on makeup
Okay.
today, and have you ever noticed that, like, when people who never wear makeup, they really want you to know that they don't wear makeup and, like, how heavy makeup feels to them? Do you ever notice that they, like, people who don't wear it always bash makeup so much? Or they say things like, I could
They,
never do it every day or whatever.
I could never do that. Yeah. Um, and they make a note of not wearing it, but then if they ever have to, they say
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, I put makeup on today for the first time in, I don't know
I
how
know.
long.
I know. Or they're always
That's
like, I
usually,
couldn't take the time in the morning to do it. I'm just like, well, congrats, I do.
I will say I don't take the time in the morning, but I don't brag about it. I'm just lazy.
Well, and that's just the thing too, because I'm like, the second someone says something to me, like it never fails that because I do wear makeup so often that when I don't, then people say,
Mm,
"Oh, you look kind of tired," or "Are you sick?" And then I
okay.
just, and when you're barely hanging
Yeah,
on by a
in high
thread,
school, right.
wow,
Hey, actually, I'm
Sydney just yawned so big. She came
like,
on camera and just had the biggest yawn in the world. Oh, another one. Oh,
oh, so much, so tired. A
tired.
sleepy day. In high school, I used to just like notoriously, I never dressed up.
Mm-hmm.
Every day was a pajama day. Maybe not, but like boy shorts and a t-shirt
Yeah.
was every single day. And so anytime I'd be like, okay, I'm up early. I'm gonna dress up today. People would always say something like, "Do you have something going on today? Are you going to something? Are you doing something? Do you have a funeral?"
Yeah.
I was asked if I was going to a funeral, and so then I just stopped doing it.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. If you go out of your norm, people are gonna say something.
Yeah.
So totally.
And also, just don't say stuff. So, I don't know. I don't know what the thing is. Like, I feel like you can compliment in a way that's not going to be like, hey, normally you look like crap.
Yeah, normally you look really bad. I like to compliment people on like a piece of clothing that at the end of the day, it's just still gonna be that.
Yeah.
Like makeup, I don't like to comment on. Hair, I don't like to comment unless like
It's a specific thing like, oh, I
your
really
hair
like your
just looks nice.
eyeshadow. Yeah.
Yes. Uh, yeah, specific, but not like, hey, this is new.
Yeah.
Hey, this is out of the norm. Yeah, agreed.
Okay. Well, then we'll kick it over. I'll say the intro today, and then that way you have to the rest of the day to think about it, and we can end
I
it.
practiced. I
You did
practiced.
practice? Do you want to hit it then?
Well, I was just like, no, you can do it. We'll switch off. But I'm just letting you know I did practice.
Okay. So I'll say then, welcome to Oops All Opinions. I'm Relax,
Mm-hmm.
and you are that one chick.
That one chick.
And if you have an issue with our opinions, then
Argue with yourself.
there we go.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry. That was rude.
oh, we do have a chatter.
Sorry.
Hello. What up? Can I get a Hail Satan? Someone said I have an issue. Hi, Maximum. What's your issue?
Same.
We're not here to solve problems, but we will.
Maximum. I'll solve it.
Yeah. I mean, who else would you want to solve it? Okay. While we wait for their issues to, come flooding
You get
in.
back with us.
Yeah. Our topic
Yeah.
today is we really had a fun time talking about young love or just being a teenager and the world ending in your mind. So we pulled again from that. I don't know if we'll keep doing callbacks to the last one, but I think we get like a little thing that we're like, that was so fun to talk about, and then we just want to keep going. So
Yes. That's specific that really had nothing to do with what we were talking about.
but it was so funny.
Like,
And
it didn't.
also, so I don't know how good mine are, to be honest. I just kind of did what you did. I went to the actual Am I the Asshole forum where there's voting, where like the overall result. And
Yes.
I had
That's the one I go to.
yeah. Oh. My issue is my phone doesn't charge very good. How do I fix that? You know what? I'll let you take that one chick, because we did experience that recently. So, how do you deal with a phone that won't charge?
What do I I swap chargers.
That
I blame the charger every time. I'm gonna be
Or
honest.
take a little something sharp, unless it breaks your phone, and scrape
Oh.
out where your charger goes in and blow air through it, and it'll
You-
sometimes fix it.
I say a toothpick. I
Yes.
used to say paperclip, but I think that those are too hard.
Ah,
I think I messed things up.
I'm a
That's my face every day, maximum. So
So
I feel you.
So I'm gonna go ahead and kick us off our first story because it made me giggle.
Yes.
So I don't know how good it's gonna be, but okay.
I didn't read any of. I just read titles.
Yeah, that's all I read too.
So okay.
I did age and then tried to find like dating ones.
Okay. I did age and then relationship or like girlfriend, boyfriend.
Yeah.
That type of thing to kind of get that vibe.
So I hope this one doesn't end up bad because I'm laughing about it because of the title, but so funny. Okay.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say your batting
I'm
average is
it's probably gonna be bad.
we have to put caveats in everything that you put so far.
Yeah, if it's not good,
you reminded
then
me that I have tea.
we're having different drinks.
Sorry.
Okay. So this one is, am I the asshole for asking my girlfriend to stop writing gay fanfic about me?
Yes. Yes. You are.
I was like, I have to know. Okay. So, hey, I'm 19 male and my girlfriend 18 female. We've been dating for about 2.5 years now. All going smooth until a few days ago. She texted me a link to a Wattpad page, and I opened it and I was showing her entire page. She had so much fanfic in there, I was blown away. I was bombarded, and then I read one because it had my name. Then I started to get uncomfortable. She used my full name in the story and described me down to a T. My girlfriend is also a huge K-pop fan. Me too. So I'm on her side. Mm-hmm. And it was a homosexual fanfic about me and said K-pop member. Okay, we have to name it. Tell me who.
If she used your whole name, you tell us your whole name.
Just reading it had me feeling kind of sick. She went into great detail, and it had an entire 7-part series about it. I decided to call it quits and closed out of the tab. It had a couple of views behind it too. So after like 30 minutes, I text her, hey, I saw what you wrote about me. Could you please stop that, or at the very least not post it publicly? And she wasn't having it. She blew up at me and saying how I shouldn't care, I'm insecure, and a bunch of other things. I tried to reason with her on this as my immediate family and friends use Wattpad, and to be honest, I just don't like the idea of her using my full name and description out there like that. She called me a piece of shit for trying to restrain her. At this point, I was just confused and asked her to call later. We called and she was still mad. Am I the asshole?
I think we have a winner. In my opinion, I think we have a winner where I am on his side.
That is the Maximum said. He said what?
Mhm. Wow. Okay. Absolutely not. You're not the asshole. Oh. Oh no.
I would not using the name. I think that's where I draw the line. The rest, a little bit flattering. If people were reading a story, you know, am I just an egomaniac?
I do agree. No. I think that you not using the name and maybe not using every single detail about him, but like I would be flattered if someone was like, my girlfriend is hot enough that I'm putting her in a fanfic with like a little celebrity crush. That I would love that. Don't use my government name. Don't use like where I live, you know, like I don't, not that she did that, but like there's definitely a difference. I would, yes, please talk about me. I want to be in them because then I'm interested now.
Yeah.
You can't use the names. I think that's nuts. And I think it's nuts that she's so defensive about it.
Yeah. No, I think she saying all that stuff was wild. Because how did
she
sent it to him? Right?
But I have a feeling she sent it for something else, but it was the link to the entire
page. Yeah.
Wattpad. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I think she just was like, look how much, which also I always thought people writing a bunch of fanfic, I knew it was out there, but I just always pictured like Tina Belcher. I just thought it was exaggerated. I didn't know people actually did that.
I did not either. I was not a fanfic girly. I don't know why. Not that it's all sexual, but I think that's just like what you're told is that it is. And I just never got into it. But I have friends who like they still write it or they still read it. That's like what they enjoy doing. And it was just never my thing. But I wish it was because what a fun time.
Yeah. No, I think that's hilarious.
I think it's too late for me to get into it, but
so the overall vote was not the asshole, because in what world would he be?
Good. Yeah.
And people are like, people can find you, and there's weirdos on the internet.
Yes.
Like, and someone said, if you Google yourself, this could pop up. That might not look good for employers. Right. That's a good point.
That is a good point. Well, and if she uses her name, and even if she just says my boyfriend, if people know who he is, like they're gonna figure it out anyway. You don't need to put his name in there.
Yeah, I feel like I guess if he had like a name like John Smith, who cares? You know, but if it's a distinguished name, like distinguishable, not distinguished like their royalty. Okay.
I like distinguished. It was John Smith. Sorry.
Okay. I thought that one was a really fun one. And look, I was right. It was haha funny from the jump.
It was haha funny. Yay. I loved that. And
I just closed out.
Also, send us the link. I want to see it. I want to read them. If it had a 7-part series.
Oh, yeah. And I need to know who it was.
Send that to me.
Also, I feel like you don't need to keep the K-pop person's identity hidden. They're famous. There's got to be loads of those out there.
So there are so many, and they name them. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Okay. I have this one's kind of a shorty. This one's really a shorty. Okay. Am I the asshole? I might have just got my girlfriend fired from her job.
Oh my, probably.
Okay. I, 18 male, have been dating this girl, 18, for a little, and have realized 2 things. 1, we are very different people. And 2, she does not stick up for herself. Anyways, she has been working a job for a while now where she has been constantly talked down to, mistreated, and taken advantage of. She has been a host for around 6 months and works harder than anyone I know and has been denied a promotion time after time, and I never understood why. But today I found out that her boss, her friend's recent ex girlfriend, who has always been jealous of her, has been undermining her this whole time, spreading lies and making it seem like she was a horrible worker. This made me very mad, so I messaged her on Instagram and explained how I think it's childish that she is bringing outside BS into the workplace. She of course denied all of it and then told my girlfriend, who is scared she is going to get fired now. Also, after my girlfriend told me the ex-girlfriend had been undermining her to the other bosses, my girlfriend also said that the place she's working at might not have a place for her when she gets back from her vacay. They are going to fire her. All for reasons explained to them by the ex-girlfriend, her boss. One of the managers even said how bad of a worker she was from everything she had heard, and even laughed about the idea that she would get promoted anytime soon. I know I'm an asshole, but how much of an asshole am I?
Boy, that one's kind of
Like,
tough.
I need more context. It is kind of tough.
Because
Now.
I can picture this happening though. All of them at work and being like,
Mhm.
I don't know. To me, I don't. Why would she want to work there in the first place? I know you need a job and like that's like,
Right.
but I'd be out.
Yeah. No, at that point, but also, maybe your girlfriend's not a good host.
She might just be
If
bad at her job.
everyone was saying it,
Yeah.
she might just be bad at her job. But also, I don't think I would message the boss on Instagram.
No, he should have stayed out of it regardless.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know that I would consider him an asshole. I think it was stupid, and again, he's a child. I guess is I don't know.
18. 18. I wouldn't necessarily think he was an asshole, but everyone else did.
Really?
He definitely got, he got asshole, and you're the asshole. You never ever get involved with someone else's job unless they ask.
Yeah, but like they're all
It's
probably
not your
18-year-olds.
business.
They're all probably 18-year-olds in this situation. So like it's not the same thing. Cuz typically I'd agree.
No. To not get involved.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but I'm like I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Because it was friend's ex-girlfriend.
I think so.
I will also let you know these were all run-on sentences. So I was really trying. I was trying to keep up. Her friend's recent ex-girlfriend is her boss.
Yeah, it wasn't going to work out regardless. She might suck.
That sucks.
I don't know that.
What a terrible situation to be in. On all counts.
Yeah. I think it's kind of an everybody sucks.
I do too. I don't necessarily think he's an asshole on his own.
No.
And that's
He also gave no context. We've been dating a while. She's been working there a while.
a while.
What does that mean?
A while.
How long's a while an
What is
18-year-old?
that?
Is that 2 months?
Right, because also, when are you getting promoted if you've only been there a while? And what does that look like?
Yeah.
Is the next manager? Because I don't think that's how that would work.
Yeah, and I need to know what the type
working
of
a job for a while.
Like, are they working in
Yes.
a restaurant? Are they working at a Hy-Vee? Like, I just need to know what this all means.
Right. I agree. That one had zero context, which we will just go back to. Give us the context, please. Give us more information. I'd rather have too much information than not enough, and that one did not have enough.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Am I the asshole for making my boyfriend's mom cry because of a petty rule?
Love.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna go with yes.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't read any context. I do know what people overall voted, so I'm trying not to let that sway my vote.
Okay.
Guess it depends because it's a mom and son situation, so it could be something weird.
Oh, that's true. That is true. As of right now, an 18-year-old making an adult woman cry seems like the 18-year-old may be
True.
the asshole.
Fair. Okay.
Not 18, but you know what I mean.
Oh, these are older than I
Unless they
thought,
are.
but that's okay. They're still
Okay.
young-ish.
That's okay.
Kind of makes it worse,
Yeah.
actually. So me, 20 female, and my boyfriend, 24 male, have been together for almost 2 years and live together. His mother is very involved in his life. Some might
Yeah.
say overbearing, but I try to be respectful. She's nice, but has this way of like pushing boundaries while acting like she means well. So the issue I have a no shoes in the rule house. Nope, no shoes in the house rule. There we go.
Nope.
We messed it up.
Start over.
The
Just kidding.
the quotations got me because I was like, you don't have to do that. Anyways,
Oh, yeah.
my boyfriend is cool with it. All my friends do it, no problem. But his mom refuses. She claims it's rude to ask guests to take their shoes off and that it makes her feel disrespected. There's so many quotes in this. It is a little hard to follow. Um, I've tried explaining that it's just a cleanliness thing, but she won't budge. Last weekend, she came over and, surprise, surprise, walked in with her shoes on. I very politely, I swear, said, "Oh, can you take them off, please?" She kind of huffs and is like, "You're really going to make me do this." And I just stood there waiting. She sighs dramatically, takes them off, and spends the whole visit sulking. Then later, I get a text from my boyfriend's dad saying, "I made her cry." Okay. Okay. Grow up. I made her cry, and she feels like
Mhm.
I'm trying to assert dominance over her son's home. Our home, actually. My boyfriend is on my side, but now his parents are acting like I've disrespected the Queen of England. Am I the asshole for standing my ground on a very normal rule? No. You're in someone
No.
else's house. If I walked in and they said you can't wear
Yeah.
pants in the house, I'd be like, that makes sense, actually.
All right.
I guess that's
Yeah.
it.
You have to wear a shirt that says "I'm an idiot." Anytime you walk in, I'd be like, well, I guess I'll put a
Because
shirt on.
I'm a big okay, I don't like shoes in my house. I'm not as strict all the
Yeah.
time, but it is gross. You're walking around. Oh, okay. Maximum said sounds like they're both trying to assert dominance. The parents, I would
I
say,
agree.
yes. I think the girlfriend's not in the wrong if this is what she's comfortable with. Because I don't like when people walk around, especially if it's muddy outside. That makes me so mad when they walk in and they just have nasty feet.
Yeah, and it's also like I have recently become a shoes off at the door, unless someone's there for like a
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
minute, whatever. But like the outside's gross, and you are just tracking that around your house.
I do feel like though the boyfriend in this situation, if it's their home together, he needs to stand up to his mom.
He's the one who needs to say it.
Yep.
Yeah, because it just being her every time does make it look like she's being a certain way. He has to say it.
The mom's a boomer. I can feel it.
Yeah, I agree. And like, but also, again, it's not your house.
No, right.
And that's not it's not something that's brand new.
No.
It's not like she made up a no shoes in the house rule. People do no shoes in the house.
Yep. And my
Like,
guess
does
is
she want to
though,
bring a pair of house shoes?
right.
You know? Like, does she feel good having shoes on her feet? Bring a pair of house shoes and just leave them there so that they're inside.
I
Inside shoes and outside shoes.
I do think there's some weird. I have discovered this through talking to other people that the no shoes on in the house is weird to some people because
Is it really?
yes, I had one of my I don't remember who it was, but they were telling me that their family will offer slippers to people to wear.
Mhm,
Because they
mhm.
want people to not wear shoes in their house, or even if someone's not wearing socks, and they're like, "Isn't that odd?" And I was like, "Well, no. Like in other cultures, like that's very normal. They have little slip-ons that they can put on
Right.
people." But yeah,
Mhm.
I don't wear my shoes in my house. I just think that's gross.
Mm.
Walking around in a
Yeah,
bathroom in the
I
mall, and then you're walking in your home. Are people putting
yeah.
shoes on furniture?
Oh, I don't like shoes on furniture. I don't know when it happened, but I did change from a I don't really care to like a please take your shoes off.
Yeah.
I don't tell people that, but in my head I'm like the amount of times I have to mop the front of my
Mm-hmm.
door because of all the stuff that comes in when I walk inside.
Yep.
I don't want that throughout my whole house. I'm gonna have to clean my carpets.
Yep. Yeah. So the overall vote was not the a-hole. Which good. But
Okay,
also,
good.
one thing I will say,
Yeah.
I wonder if the boyfriend is saying something different to his mom because she says my boyfriend is cool with it.
Right. But then she still is like, she made me cry. Or the dad's the one
Yeah,
who said it. But it's like, also, why you crying? Because you gotta take shoes off.
that is crazy.
Ooh, grow up.
Do you not know how to tie your shoes? That's
That's
probably what it is.
weird. Robs.
Oh, okay. So someone did
Yeah, you
say,
did.
not the asshole, if your boyfriend is aligned, how's he handling this situation? I'd expect him to call them and shut it down. The dad shouldn't be attacking you, and your boyfriend should be standing up for you. So OP said
Agreed.
he's pretty nonchalant about it. Understands she's overbearing and rude, but annoying. Doesn't share my frustration with her attitude. Someone said then you need to make it his problem as well. Yeah, literally. Oh, Maximum said that
Also agreed.
relationship is doomed. I agree. That seems.
I agree.
And also, do you really want to marry into
It seems
having
weird.
a mother-in-law like that? I'd say run.
No. People talk about mother-in-laws that are just like terrible, horrible humans. And I was like, you had to have known before.
No, 100%.
I don't, that's a separate opinion. Sorry. But like, you chose to marry the person that came with that
Yeah.
and you agreed to be a part of that.
And only
So
calling it her
I do
son's
agree.
home is wild too.
Yes. Yeah. But also, hey, even if it was, she lives there.
Yeah.
If it was technically his home, like, and I think that the boyfriend needs to step up.
Yep. No, I
That's my
agree.
opinion.
He's the asshole, actually, in my opinion.
I kind of think
If
so.
you don't deal with the mom.
You're not the asshole, your boyfriend kind of
Yes.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, look at us. We're crushing these. They weren't that young, so I'm sorry I
We
broke
really
the
are.
rule for. They weren't really high school age.
Hey, 20, my thing though, 20 years old, I think it's okay to ask that question. I think it's fine. 24, he should be telling his mom. He should be the one who's taking care of that.
Yep.
So she gets a pass and he doesn't.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. I have. Am I the asshole for complaining that my girlfriend's disorder is affecting me too?
Uh oh. I don't know. Maybe. Probably.
We'll find out. I also, it is hard when I know the answer already.
Yeah.
So that, yeah. Okay.
Maximum said, "Oh, here we go."
Oh, here we go. All right. I, 18 female, have a girlfriend, 19 female, with a disorder that causes her to sometimes act completely differently usual. It's called DID, and essentially it causes someone to feel like different alters are taking over their mind and act in different ways to usual. Before we got together, she was very affectionate. Whoa, no. Before we got together, apologies. She was very affected by it due to the trauma of bullying and her ex. It got hugely better at the start of our relationship, being barely noticeable, but recently it has been happening a lot that different alters take over her body. Apparently, she doesn't remember anything that she does or that happens while one of them is taken over, but it's really weird for me because sometimes she switches between two very fast and often, making it incredibly hard for me to interact with her. For example, she has one which is a child that loves hugs. So, no exaggeration here, sometimes she will ask me for hugs every 2 minutes while we're out with friends or family and even uses a baby voice on occasion. Then, the next moment, she has her head in her hands as if she's about to cry, but apparently that's just the alter with the headache. So I've constantly tried to get her to go to therapy, but she used to. But even though she agrees with me that she should, she isn't trying hard at all to go to therapy despite all the resources out there. I understand even when she doesn't tell me that obviously it must be confusing for her too with all these voices in her head, but I feel she is a bit of a victim complex as she complains much about it, but makes no attempt to better the situation. It's putting a lot of strain on our relationship, as half the time I can't even talk to my girlfriend, only a version of her with the mind of a 10-year-old or some other character. I think she's oblivious as to how much it happens, even though I've discussed it with her. Admittedly, I may not have researched her condition all that much, but I don't know what to do which I could do other than that which I could do to improve matters. Anyway, last night I broke down a little to one of my friends about it, telling her that if I felt my girlfriend's disorder probably affected me more than her, given that she couldn't even remember when they take over her. However, I couldn't get a great idea of what to do from her, as she's friends with both of us, so she probably wouldn't want to outright blame either of us. So, am I the asshole?
That one wasn't so much haha fun.
It's not funny.
Not
Oh no.
haha
I want
funny.
it to be like, my girlfriend poops every 2 minutes
I
and it's affecting me.
know.
That's kind of what I expected.
That one's so hard because I mean, dealing with mental issues on someone else like to that severity at that age. I mean, or at any age would be so hard.
Yeah.
But so they said that she refuses to do anything about it.
She doesn't go to therapy. She says she needs to, but she is not actively trying to find therapy.
I'm going to be real.
My opinion on mental health. Yeah, please.
I don't think that the person's the asshole for saying that,
I don't
because
think so either.
that's not your fault that you have this issue,
No.
but you are accountable for dealing with it. It's no one else's thing
Correct.
to deal with.
Yep. It is not anyone's fault for having mental health stuff. It is your responsibility to take care of it.
Yeah. Because I mean, not that it's the same thing, but I'm like, I do have a hard time where people will be like, I'm really dealing with this thing. I'm really dealing with this thing. But then do nothing about it. You can only get that empathy and sympathy and support before it's like, okay, well, what are you going to do about it?
So what are we doing? Yeah. I am a person who tries to take care of things on my own.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's one point where it's just like, I can't. I have to go do something. Like, I have to go to a professional of some sort and get this figured out.
And maybe she's
or I have
scared,
to take time.
like, about,
Yes.
but also I would be fearful if I'm not remembering things. That would be scary to me too.
I agree. I think it is the girlfriend's responsibility to go take care of it, but OP, I don't think, is the asshole at all.
No, Maximum said
but
that's
also,
a deal breaker.
You don't have to stay in it.
No, you don't have to.
It kind of.
Yeah, it would be, because they said
I kind of agree.
Yeah, you don't have to ever take on someone else's stuff.
No. No matter what it is, if it is something that is bigger than both of you,
and that is,
you don't have to.
Because I can't remember.
That is.
I don't, because that's a multi-personality disorder then, but I'm trying to remember the exact name of it.
Yes. Dissociative identity disorder. DID.
There you go. So, okay, do they agree with us, the votes?
Oh, yeah. Not the asshole for sure.
Okay.
There are updates.
Okay, perfect.
Want to hear them?
Yes, of course.
All right. Update. I spent about 2 weeks excessively researching her possible disorder and researching where and how she could find therapy or get a diagnosis. And the more I did, the less sure I was that she had it. Okay. Even with the last part. However, the person writing this is the one who's researching therapy.
Yeah.
They don't want to go.
Nope.
That girlfriend does not want to go.
Yeah.
And as someone who used to research places for someone else,
nope,
she's not going to go. Or if she does, she's not going to put her whole person into it. Okay, but wild. The more I did, the less sure I was that she had it. I spoke to her about what I'd been researching and where she could find therapy, but after acting serious in the conversation, she suddenly lost all signs of her disorder. She behaved perfectly normally for the entire week, which was deeply suspicious. It probably meant that she'd been faking it, but was just in too deep and was worried that reps would actually be taken and everyone would discover that she didn't have DID. So last week, I decided to tell her I wanted a break and explained why. She said she understood, but I feel like she was really upset. Now, my mental health is probably quite a lot better, and I will give it time, but I feel like I should probably break up with her in due course because I feel like I have faced too much deceit from her, which I really didn't expect, and I have been so much happier ever since then. Whoa. I'm only concerned that she might shut herself away from everyone completely afterwards, and it'll cause her to get worse too. But I know I shouldn't let that affect my decision and should just try to get her into therapy. Even if we aren't together, she is still my friend. Once again, I have to just clarify that she could still have it. I won't ignore the fact and try to decide for myself whether she does or not entirely. But if she really does believe she has it, it really is her responsibility to get it diagnosed now that I've made suggestions. Update 2. Okay, so about a week after, she suddenly announced that she was going out with someone else and that she thought we had broken up even though it was pretty clear we were just on a break. Turns out she was faking the disorder thing. Anyway, after all, that I still have to hang out with her because we sort of run in the same circles, which sucks to so my friends are quite understanding and always try to help put some distance between us. She lied to them too, so I don't really know why they still want to be friends with her. That's pretty much a wrap up of the whole thing, so hopefully the end.
You dodged the biggest bullet in the world.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Whoa. That is
Bad person.
a level of commitment that I will never have.
No, and honestly, now I'm like, you do have a mental disorder because who does that to
You
someone?
do.
There is something
You
mentally
do.
wrong.
Yes. Whoa.
Munchausen's?
Okay, that's what I was just about to say that. But she's not doing it to herself. She's just saying she has it.
But I mean, she's acting out to get the attention. Because I don't
Right.
think you always
But
have to
she's not
take an
making
action.
herself
I don't think you
Oh,
always
I
have
thought
to,
you had
do
to make
you?
yourself sick.
Maybe you do.
Oh, I don't
Maximum
know.
had called it. He had said, I have an opinion. She's full of shit and it's not a disorder at all. It's a plot for attention. And then they said bingo when you mentioned that she was. I cannot. But I mean, I feel like we all know people who would do this.
You sure do.
Like,
Especially 18-year-olds.
oh, 100%.
Picture us in high school and the people who were around us. I could pick a few
I have a
that
handful
probably.
that came to my mind that I was like, oh, that would be them.
Yep.
People are nuts, Maximum. They are nuts. That is the craziest thing.
People.
But also, OP, good for you. You are such a good, wise soul.
Good for you. Yeah. And hey, that thing about like still being friends, it'll go away. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
you
it.
won't see them in a
You
few
won't feel
years.
that forever.
She'll go
Nah, you're
be
good. You're
bothering
good.
someone
Feel
else.
that now. Yeah, no, it'll go away. Don't worry.
That had so many turns
Always
in
does.
it because I was like, oh, that sucks. That sounds like a really hard. So did she just like look up a
Me
personality
too.
disorder and she's like, I'm pretty sure I have that, and then started doing stuff?
Well, no, I
The
think
baby voice is so
that.
creepy now. Now that it's all fake.
Okay, now baby voice, you want to hug me? Yeah, no, agreed. I think that the girlfriend saw it on something. She was like, "Yeah, I do that." But it's like people who like tried to do things to be cool, but now everyone actually has them.
Like the fake Tourette stuff on TikTok that was going on.
Yeah. Like people see stuff and they want to get attention from it. That must be Munchausen's. You don't have to be sick.
Now I have to look it up.
You're just an actrice.
Well, and that's the thing. Like
This is just a theater kid.
Hausen meaning. Okay. It is a mental health condition characterized by the intentional fabrication or exaggeration of physical or psychological symptoms to gain attention, sympathy, or medical care. So it can just be
Just that.
I could, like you were saying, I'd be too lazy to commit it. And the second that someone's like,
Oh
we
my
got to get
god.
you into therapy, I'd be like, yep, I'm fine.
Yeah, everything's cool. Everything's super cool. That
Because
was
how,
just
yeah.
I'm just a really good actress.
No, that's, Maxim said for an 18-year-old figuring that out on his own, W for him. It was a girl OP, but yes, W either
It
way
was a
for the
girl. Shout
18-year-old.
out. Yeah. For an 18-year-old to be able to find therapy. Hey, but that just means the resources were all there. It was fake anyway,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know, if it was real, it was all there. But having OP have to be the one to look it up is when I was like, oh, okay, that girlfriend's not gonna go. That
No.
girlfriend does not
Yeah,
want to
and
do
that's
that.
such a good point. Like, if you have to force someone to go do something, yeah, like they're never gonna cure themselves. They're never not cure themselves, but they're never gonna take the
No.
steps to do better.
Mm-mm.
Oof. Good riddance, honestly. I
Honestly, I'm glad they had to admit it to everyone. I'm glad she had to admit it to everybody because she had the friends in on it, not in on it, but like also they thought it was happening. I don't know.
What's the best outcome
I'm
for
glad she
that
had to
though?
tell everyone.
Like you act like that, people are like, that's so crazy. But then what?
Yeah. Well, are you gonna do that forever?
You're gonna be
But also switching every 5 minutes?
that's too much. I couldn't think of a
Ugh,
character if I was her.
me neither. I the thing is when I kept like having to like quote character, I felt really bad when it was real. I was like, oh no. So, I mean like it
I
is, but it's
know.
also like well, now it is a character. But like I don't even want to go out for a long period of time being myself.
That's real.
Like I don't want I don't want to have to remember to change.
Yeah, 18 again. That's such a yeah. But also 18's a little
That's
old.
true.
Like
18-year-olds.
16, yeah, this passes. 18, you are too old to be doing that. Because are you in high school? No. She will always be known for that. Hope it was worth it. I agree. Because that's what I was going to say. You're in that circle now. They're going to be like, you lied about a mental disorder.
Right.
You are messed up big time.
Yeah. And for a decent amount of time, long enough that your girlfriend was researching therapy for you.
Oh, man. Okay.
Oof.
So I was going to do, I was
Wild.
stuck between two, but I don't like the ones that it's going to be an obvious asshole. So this one's, um,
Okay.
am I the asshole for being disappointed by my boyfriend's surprise? That seemed lighthearted. It seems like it can't go wrong.
Hmm.
No one's going to have issues in this one.
Okay. No one's gonna have any problems. No
Okay.
one's gonna be the asshole and everything's gonna be great.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I, 18 female, and my 18 male boyfriend have been dating for almost 3 years. That's a long time. 15-year-olds. Wow.
It is a long time. That's like a third of your life.
Yeah. I've met most of his
Most of your
family.
life. Whatever.
I didn't do the math. I was just like, yeah, that makes sense.
Whatever. Yeah, I said it out loud and then I was like, no, that was wrong.
I've met most of his family, but I've never met one of his sisters, who's in the army and stationed in Europe. She had left right before we started dating. We've talked before, not one on one, just through this family group chat we're all in. And even then, I don't really interact with the group chat much. That's crazy to be in a group chat with the family. There's no way.
Wild to be in the group chat with the family.
Like at 18, after
But
3
not your
years.
family?
Yeah, no, that's wild.
No.
Today I had a pretty bad day, and while I was venting to my boyfriend, he told me he had a surprise for me that would make my day a lot better. I feel like I can already tell where this is going. It's gonna be the sister, isn't it? And she's gonna be like, I
Yeah.
don't care about this. Anyway, sorry, spoiler. I feel
Oh,
like that's
okay.
definitely what's gonna happen.
Yeah, rude.
This is the part I emphasize for me. Throughout the day, he kept saying he had a surprise for me and would tease me by saying, well, it's arriving soon. And I was thinking maybe it was just like a package or something he ordered. Then he comes up to me and says, your surprise is ready. And we get into the car, and his other sister is getting into the car with us, and I'm a bit confused on what it is at this point. It can't be romantic if his little sister is coming, and if it was a package, then where are we going? We then drove a few blocks
Yeah.
down and
The
arrived at a
Amazon
house.
pickup.
Yeah, chased down the UPS driver. We then drove a few blocks down and arrived at a house, and I honestly thought he bought something for me off of Facebook Marketplace or something
Mm.
like that. And then his sister, the one in the army, oh, Maximus says Elvis impersonator. That would have been way better, probably. His sister,
Heck yeah.
the one in the army, comes out and surprises me and my boyfriend's little sister. Of course, she hugged them and then gave me kind of an awkward hug. Once we went inside the house, I learned this was a huge plan to surprise my boyfriend's mom. And it sounded really great, but not really for me. And this is where I feel like I might be the asshole because I kept thinking, like, haha, where's my surprise? Because the way he was presenting it to me was something romantic he did or something he bought me, something that would make my whole day. But really, it was just kind of an awkward visit for me. And she didn't talk to me much, nor did her husband. So I just kind of stood there awkwardly for 15 minutes and then we left. And while I'm excited for my boyfriend's mom to be surprised, I felt really disappointed and bummed that that was my surprise. And I don't even know if it's something worth bringing up to him. Like, I feel like that would be an asshole thing to do. And I feel like I'm being an asshole and selfish for thinking, well, where's my surprise? Instead of being happy for my boyfriend and his family that his sister's finally back after almost 3 years. But at the same time, I really can't help but be so disappointed. It really didn't make my day better, unfortunately. I just feel like Trina from Victorious when Tori performed a song for her birthday, and Trina was like, that was really cool. Okay, so where's my gift? Anyways, yeah. Are my feelings valid or am I the asshole?
Mm,
And that's what you get from an
I have
18-year-old boyfriend.
thoughts. Yeah. That's what you get but that's also I think that he should have oh, my thought. If it was a surprise for the mom, was he saying that in front of the mom? Like, to the girlfriend, but he was saying it in front of the mom? So it was definitely but, like, you should have let the girlfriend know it wasn't
It sounds
a
like
surprise
no.
for
It
her.
sounds like it was just those two,
Okay.
and then they picked up little sister, and then everyone else was there as a surprise. I don't think the mom was with them. I Maxim said, was she expecting a G wagon? Honestly, I think if he would have drove her to
No,
get ice cream, she would have been thrilled.
something I think that they might both be the asshole in this. I'm just gonna be honest.
I don't think she is at
I
all.
think that her I think that her just keep thinking about it and bringing it up. It's just like, okay, well, he just like he was excited and like it was he knew, but like it wasn't just a surprise for her. It was a surprise for everybody. And because you're in the group chat, because you've been together for 3 years, because like all of these things, he probably did think that it would be a surprise for her.
But I don't think he should have. Like, I know that they're 18, but I would never have something that's for me and my family be like, well, this is for you too. No matter how close you are, you could have been the
Right.
closest person in the world. I don't think she's the asshole, especially if he was saying this is a surprise for
I
you.
yes. No, I don't think she's an asshole, but I don't think she's the asshole. I don't necessarily think I also kind of think neither of them are the asshole. I think
No,
that he just wasn't he was saying it incorrectly.
I will say this
Because if
though,
it was for please.
your gifts are all gonna suck if you stay in this relationship. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, no,
He's
they're gonna be
gonna
so bad.
he's gonna give you stuff that you don't want or is gonna be a little bit offensive. Like, it's never gonna be good. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I know he's
Well,
18 and that's not fair,
or it
but
should have yeah, it could get better, I think. Uh if he would have said, so in my mind, if I was in his situation and I had a partner, I would have said, "Hey, my sister's coming back. It's going to be a surprise. We're surprising mom. We're surprising the family.
mhm.
There is a surprise. It's not for that person.
No, and that's where I'm kind
It's
of
not
like,
for the girlfriend."
how do you not know that that would upset her?
Yeah. Saying it constantly saying like
Yeah,
that,
is crazy.
weird. No, I do understand where she's coming from. I
Yeah,
think that he didn't mean to do it that way, but he did. He might not have meant to, but he did it.
yeah. Um, because some people are saying she'd be the asshole if she brought it up, and I don't know that I agree with
Mm.
that. I feel like she could be like, I'm really happy she's back. I was just a little
Mhm.
disappointed because I thought it was something, like, I had a bad day and I thought it was something you were doing for me. Like, this is really great. I'm so happy she's back. I'm happy for your family. But I felt misled. Or I was disappointed that it's not
Yeah.
what I would, like, it was different than what you were insinuating.
Yeah. Or you have to tell me next time if it's a group project. If it's a group
Yeah.
surprise, don't tell me that's for me.
No, yeah.
Don't tell me that's for me.
Maximum said her feelings were valid, to be honest, and that's yeah.
I,
Yeah,
I do agree. Feel like thinking you're about to go get something cool or see something and then it's just your boyfriend's sister that you don't really know.
yeah.
I do agree.
Okay, this is a good perspective. Because someone said it's valid to feel that way. I can understand thought process of your boyfriend might have had a sort of this is a surprise for my girlfriend too because she gets to meet my sister in real life for the first time, and now she'll have met all
Mhm.
of my family. This will show her how serious I am about our relationship.
True.
But they said it would be a healthy thing to do to have a talk with him after his sister's trip back home ends, or if she's back for a long time. Let the time he's spending with her be special and unclouded before bringing up your disappointment. Um,
Totally agree.
yeah, because I just was like, I don't feel like she's in the wrong in any way. Like, I'm sure that was probably the thinking of the boyfriend, but I'm just like, come on, you had to have known that that's how she would feel. A little bit, right?
Yeah.
But
I
yeah, overall vote, not the asshole.
think he was just it. I don't think she's the asshole. No, not at all. But I do agree. Have the conversation after the sister left.
Yeah.
Don't do it right now.
Yep. All right. It's your last story.
Is my last story.
It's the last one.
The last. Okay.
Make it a
Am
good
I the
one.
asshole for getting dinner? Oh, no pressure. No pressure. All right. Honestly, this title is the epitome of what we were looking for.
Okay. Not the gay fan
I'm
fiction.
gonna be honest.
Okay.
Not
I
gay fan fiction.
guess.
That's the epitome of what I'm looking for on a regular basis. But for this episode specifically, it made it. I was like, yes. Am I the asshole for getting dinner with my boyfriend at a place knowing my ex works there?
Ooh, yeah. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Do you have an opinion yet?
I mean, she probably is, but I love petty stuff like this at 18.
Me too.
So,
Me too.
18-year-old me would have been all for it, and I would have been at a booth nearby, ready.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Right. Okay. For background context, I was dating somebody. Does this not tell me how old they are? Oh, it is. It's later. Okay. Because I was about to be really embarrassed if they were not 18 years old.
I'd be embarrassed for them, too.
If they
For
were
sure.
all this, I would be embarrassed for them. Okay. From the top. For background context, I was dating somebody for about a year until we broke up a couple months ago. He was left sour and there were no hard feelings afterward that I at least know of. About a month before we broke up, he decided to get a job working at KFC, working the drive-thru and kitchen. I, 18 female, and my boyfriend, 18 male, decided to go out for dinner on a whim. We live in a very small town with not very many options to eat at, and the majority were closed because it was 10 p.m. The only places open were select fast food joints. My boyfriend suggested going to KFC, and I honestly felt like KFC too, so I agreed, even though I knew that my ex works there. When we got there and ordered, it so happened that my ex was the one to awkwardly take our order. I felt bad, but didn't say anything about it to my ex. The issue is that when I told my friend about what happened, she called me an asshole, saying that it was messed up and was purposely trying to rub salt in my ex's wound. She told me there was no way I didn't know he would be there. When I tried telling her that I genuinely did not know he would be working up front and that he would be there that night, she called me a liar and told me I should have respected and thought about his feelings by avoiding the place. I got mad at her and told her it was not my responsibility to care for his feelings anymore and that I should not have to avoid places just so he wouldn't have to see me. She's still standing hard on her side, saying it's an asshole move. So am I the asshole in this situation, or do you think my friend is in the wrong?
Okay. I'm sorry, but from the jump when they said a restaurant where my boyfriend works, I wasn't picturing KFC.
I
I
wasn't
I
either.
was picturing a sit down, even if it was a diner. I wasn't. KFC is
Yeah.
so funny.
So funny.
Oh, I can picture. I'm picturing R. bigger little
Me
town and
too.
driving through. And
Me too.
also, though, like, unless she has the schedule, how would she know he's working that day? There are different
How
shifts.
right. There, and it's open from like 10 a.m. to apparently past 10 p.m.
Yeah, which also in a small
every
town,
day.
impressive. We had nothing past like 9
Wow.
p.m.
Yeah. You better not be hungry at
No, you would
9:05 because
starve.
you're not getting anything.
When they made the
Yeah.
24-hour McDonald's, changed everything.
Whoa. We got a 24-hour McDonald's and a 24-hour Walmart at one point. We were living it
But
up.
never
Except we
Taco
had
Bell.
curfew because we were children.
Yeah,
Never Taco. Honestly, I didn't go to Taco Bell that
No, me
often
neither.
until I went to college.
I didn't go like
And
until
it
I
was
became an adult. Yeah.
yes. I don't know why,
It's delicious.
but I never went.
No,
It's so good. I eat it now.
I don't think she's the asshole. I think if it's a small
I
town,
don't
there's
either.
limited on where you eat. Who cares? What is she supposed to never get good chicken again?
Right, you're never supposed to go get a layer bowl, a KFC bowl. Are
I'm
you
sorry,
crazy?
but if you're in a small town, you're gonna see your ex everywhere. There's no
I think
stopping that.
no, there's not. And as so, he is working in a place that everyone's going to. You are going to see people you know. Your ex is going to show up at 10 p.m. to get food. Like it's just going to happen. And this like do you see what like this is the epitome of 18-year-old small town.
Yes.
I was very excited when it said small town and KFC that those just hit very close.
And the thing is, like, now if she would have been like, we should go to KFC, we should go to KFC. Yeah, then I'd be like, you
Right.
need to move on, girl. But the fact that he
Right.
said it and she's
Because
like,
at that
what? Sure.
point, agreed. And it wasn't like there's no need to bring it up.
Mm-mm.
There's no need to be like, well, I would really love to go get KFC, but my ex works there and maybe he's there, so maybe let's not go. Like you're making it awkward before you even get there. But that would have been more embarrassing to do that and then you get there and he's not there.
Yeah.
Then it's weird.
Yeah.
No. I think that the friend's the asshole.
Yeah,
Why
your
would you
friend kinda
say that?
sucks. Your friend's a weirdo.
Your friend kind of sucks.
Your friend doesn't even like KFC. You can't trust her judgment.
Right,
Oh,
agreed.
God. The KFC is so funny.
They did say, oh my god, the KFC's so good. Most people said not the asshole. You didn't know he'd be there. You didn't have a lot of other options. You've been broken up for a while. It's probably a shit situation for him, but you shouldn't expect to avoid going places because he might be there. Agreed. I have to relearn that at 30 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this one says, not the asshole. You aren't allowed to eat chicken anymore. Your friend cares about this in a weird amount.
Yeah, the friend might be dating him.
I think the friend might be
Because
dating
why
him.
is she so
Where's the update?
Because I feel like a real friend, you'd be like, good. I hope he suffered.
Good. Yeah, that's a bad friend.
Yeah, she sucks.
Yeah.
At 18, you have to be a toxic friend and be like, good. I hope you looked great.
Good.
I hope he feels bad.
I still do that.
Yeah, like you have to.
I'll be toxic positivity for you any
I wish
day.
the worst. I wish the worst for all of them.
Yes.
For you.
I do too. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, that was.
No, the friend's in love with him.
Fun.
Calling it now. They're gonna be kissing at KFC.
I kind of think they're dating.
He's bringing her chicken tenders.
And then she's gonna go. Oh my god! And then she's gonna go through the drive-thru and she's gonna see them making out.
Yep.
Whoa.
I'm calling it.
Yeah. No,
Why
that
does she
friend is
care?
weird.
That's the real.
Yeah,
enemy.
it's weird. The friend.
Yeah, the friend's a weirdo.
The friend is a weirdo, and no justice for that friend. But always remember,
Justice for Freya.
justice. For
My thing I love about the 18-year-old Reddit is that one person says, you're kind of an asshole. And they're like, oh, am I? Hey, Reddit, am I an asshole? Like, something so crazy.
Hold on, friend. I have to do something.
I know.
Am I the asshole? Like, it's immediate, and I'm so excited. The ones where they're like, this very traumatic thing just happened, so I came home and I got on Reddit to ask you guys. And I'm like, you can take a shower.
No, it's...
Like, just go sit down, have a little snack. Like,
yeah.
you don't have to ask us immediately, but also, thank you.
I also,
Thank you.
I still can't get over like the 18 viewpoint of being like, we went out to dinner and it was drive-through KFC. That's the funniest thing in the world because I was like, are they about to pull up into the front area? What's the dining area and eat KFC down there
Yeah.
at 10 p.m.? Hilarious.
Yeah.
So
That's
funny.
so funny.
But that is who's
Even
inside
if they
those
did go to the
restaurants.
front, it is.
It's old
It's
people
18-year-olds who are
and
going
kids.
out to dinner at 10 p.m. to KFC.
That's too late. You're going to have a tummy ache though. You want diarrhea
Are
in the middle
are
of
you
the
gonna go to
night?
sleep? You're absolutely getting diarrhea tonight. So you saw your ex, you probably gave him diarrhea from that, and then you got it yourself. But Noah's the asshole. I'm
No,
just letting you know that's what's happening to your
except the
body.
friend.
The friend can have diarrhea every day for a
Yeah.
week. I think that's decent punishment.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. No, that was a funny one. Ended with everything. I just
That was so funny.
how to live in that world again.
I think about it sometimes, but I'm like, I only wanted to stay in it for as long as we were in it.
Same.
Like, to be in it now, I think would be a not great thing for either of us. So, but like to be in it at that time, there are some times where I think, wow, we really did like have that small town. We can relate to the small town stuff, and I think that's fun. When I tell people that we had jobs working at the same place that was only open Fridays to like only open on the weekends, and people are like, "Are you? Is that a real thing that you did?"
Yeah, we only did
I'm like,
Saturday and
"Yeah, we
Sundays.
just
It was like late Saturday. It was like 4
Saturdays and
p.m.
Sundays."
Saturday to like 9 p.m. and then
Mhm.
Sundays in the morning.
Mhm. Yeah. Yep. And then yeah, and then you went and you saw your friend. We went to Walmart for fun.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I know that's literally what we were talking. Yeah, I was talking about that with someone else that I was just like, yeah, I mean, that's all we could do. We'd go sit at Sonic until they told us to leave because they were sick of us being there. But
Mhm.
also, we weren't. Oh, it was with you because I was like, we weren't cool enough to be out doing parties and stuff at that time. We were getting in trouble at Walmart, but not in super trouble. And then we'd
Mhm.
go to the park, and then the cops would show up and be like, you can't be here because they thought we were
You
doing bad
can't be
stuff.
here.
And we were just
Yeah.
weird.
We were just weird.
We're just kind of weird kids.
We were just weird. We just wanted to take our Sonic drinks and sit outside, and then when we got kicked out, go somewhere else to sit outside and watch the movies inside Walmart.
Yeah. It was harmless.
I don't think we ever got to watch a full one.
No, and I don't feel
I
like
think
we
they
were that
always kicked us
disruptive.
out.
I feel like I have seen disruptive things. I don't feel like we were that bad.
I do too. No, and we would go at times where it wasn't like so full and like there are so many people out. We would go, buy our drinks, buy a snack if necessary, and walk back to the TVs. We just wanted to watch the movie.
But now I get it because I hate teens.
I
I
think
see
that's
teens
cute
going
little
anywhere.
stuff. I hate teenagers. My friend and I saw so many children out on Saturday
Same.
nights that we just went home.
No, we were driving into our neighborhood, and there were like 7 kids on bikes heading to a house, and I was like, "Oh my, where are they going?
Oh,
What are they up to? No good."
yeah, no good, no good. These kids
These kids
out
are
here. Yeah,
I know parents are
no.
always
So
like,
I
"Kids never
agree,
play
but
outside."
to us, we were just
innocent kids.
Yeah.
We were probably annoying.
Oh, we were annoying.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
But we also fake fought for fun to
So
make
fun.
people worried.
No, that was fun. We had.
I think
we
I
were
still
no
think
better
that
than
was
that
fun.
one girl.
Oh no! Oh no!
No, that was fun though.
Ours would only last like an hour tops.
You're old now. You don't even know how old we are. We're not that old.
Hey, oh!
Whoa.
You, hey kids, you watch yourself.
Well, I guess we did it. We did another episode.
We did do it.
Of Oops All Opinions.
Yay!
It's our 4th one.
You can hopefully hear and see both of us.
Yeah. What if I was
Really?
muted the whole time? Yeah, this was our 4th one. Nah, we weren't muted. I did a good job this time.
You did a great job. You always do a great job. Shout out to you.
Thank you. But yeah, we will be back next Tuesday again. This episode will come out sometime tomorrow. There's no set time. It's just whenever I
Yep.
find time to not really edit it, but do what I want. Um,
Yep.
so yeah, like us, rate us, review us. I've reviewed us. I gave us a 5-star.
Whoa. But we're not biased.
I'm biased.
No biases.
Best podcast
I'm
out
biased.
The greatest,
I
actually.
agree.
So yeah.
Agreed.
All right. Well, that was 4.7 out of a 5, right? That's pretty good. Yeah, go rate us on Spotify.
Out of 10.
Out of 10.
Wild. Please go rate us a 4.5. 4. Wow, I can't read. 4.7 if you can. I think that'd be.
No, great.
That's what I want the average to be.
Well, you still need to go rate us too. Every rate counts, you know?
I do. Yes. Yes, I do.
Yeah, they're never going to find out about us otherwise, so. But okay. Well, that was. Oh, do you want to do us out and then I'll say the phrase? Fancy.
Yes, I do. All right. Did you like that?
I did. It was good.
Okay, good. Good. I practiced that too. All right. Well, that was Oops All Opinions. We had a great time. Hope you had a great time. I am that one chick. That is Relax. And just remember,
if you don't like what we say, argue with yourself. Eddie, soldier. That got a scary arm movement towards the end. Good thing I'm not Elon.
Wild.
All right. Well, bye.